You land a US client. You send an invoice for $1,000. And naturally, you expect to see $1,000 hit your Indian bank account. This chart shows what actually happens when you use a legacy payment processor like Payoneer. That $1,000 block starts to shrink before you even touch a single rupee. First, $30 gets sliced right off the top. That's the standard 3% fee, just for the privilege of receiving the money. Then another $20 vanishes into a 2% Forex markup, hidden against the mid-market exchange rate. Add in the amortized chunk of their nearly $30 annual fee, and you lose another $2.50. Add those up, and you're looking at a 5.25% effective cost on every single transaction. If you're billing consistently, you are quietly bleeding thousands of rupees every month. For that 5%, you are only getting the transfer. You still manually draft your invoices, chase clients for details, and piece together tax documentation. You're paying a premium price for the transaction, but you're still doing all the administrative heavy lifting yourself. The entire cross-border landscape for Indian online businesses has evolved. The mechanism driving this drop in costs is something called a virtual bank account. A VBA gives you a legitimate local US routing number and account number, or a UK sort code. To your international client, paying you is now just a standard domestic bank wire. Because you're processing a simple bank-to-bank transfer instead of routing through complex credit card gateways, you bypass the old legacy choke points. But with that efficiency comes a new complication. The market is now full of highly specialized payment tools, and each one is built for a very specific type of business model. In this new market, the goal is to align your payment infrastructure with your business model. This chart plots out exactly where the major platforms sit today. We're looking at business software features on the vertical axis and transaction cost on the horizontal axis, moving from high cost on the left to low cost on the right. Down in the bottom left corner, we have the legacy tools, PayPal and Payoneer. They charge the highest rates in the market while giving you virtually zero modern workflow tools. Over in the bottom right sits Wise. It is the ultimate lightweight tool, extremely low cost, but entirely stripped down with no built-in business features. Moving into the middle right, we find Skydo. It keeps costs low while adding a specific layer of regulatory and compliance features. And up in the top right corner is Playto. It maintains low transaction costs, but includes a heavy concentration of built-in software features designed to actually run an online business. Looking at this spread, it's clear there is no single universally correct answer. The platform you choose relies entirely on exactly what you sell and how you bill your clients. Let's start with a solo freelancer. If your entire workflow consists of sending a few large, structured client wire transfers each month and waiting for a bank transfer to clear, your needs are simple. For this, Wise is incredibly efficient. They use the real mid-market exchange rate, charge a transparent fee between 0.5% and 1.7%, and deposit INR straight into your account. The trade-off is strict utility. You preserve your maximum profit margin, but you get no checkout pages, no payment links, and no support for domestic UPI. Now, scale that up to a B2B agency. Suddenly, you're managing higher volumes of structured billing, and you have to survive Indian regulatory audits. That is exactly where platforms like Skydo and Karbon step in. They are engineered specifically for high-volume B2B operations. Instead of forcing you to hunt down paperwork, these systems automatically generate the precise FIRC and EBRC documentation you need to file your GST returns in India. If you are sending traditional invoices, Wise and Skydo do the job perfectly, but neither platform provides the consumer-facing utility required if you are selling a digital product directly to a customer. Creators, coaches, and full-stack agencies selling digital products or community access have a completely different workflow. They need the payment to immediately trigger an action. For this group, Playto Pay offers a virtual bank account that matches Wise on cost. It even supports domestic UPI for your Indian buyers, all natively. This flowchart brings it all together. The decision comes down to one simple question: how do your clients actually pay you? If we follow the first branch for pure large invoices, you are dealing strictly in bank transfers. This leads directly to Wise and Skydo. Solo freelancers should route their payments through Wise, and B2B agencies should use Skydo. You save the absolute maximum amount of margin, but you accept that you'll have to handle all your client onboarding manually. Moving to the second branch, digital products and mixed billing, we land on Playto Pay. If you are a creator, SaaS founder, or hybrid agency, centralize your business here. Finally, the third branch, platform payouts. This connects to legacy tools like Payoneer, and it comes with a massive warning label. If you are maintaining a Payoneer or PayPal account simply out of habit, you are making an active, daily decision to burn your own revenue. Unless you sell on a massive marketplace like Upwork or Fiverr that completely forces you to use their legacy systems, you have a choice. Migrate your Indian digital business to one of these 3 modern alternatives and stop bleeding your profit margin.